Hello everybody, welcome to this channel. I'm Pandas Python. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about how to combine two data frames in Python. There are different ways that we can combine two data frames. In this tutorial, I will cover the merge function in Python. Different categories of merge, such as one-to-one, many-to-one, and many-to-many are covered, and different types of join, such as inner join, outer join, right join, and left join are also covered, along with several different examples. Let's get started. We can combine data frame in Python depending on how we want to combine them, either vertically or horizontally. Different methods like merge, join, concat, and append can be used. In this part, I'm going to talk about merge method, in which we combine two data frames side by side. The Python syntax for merge method is pd.merge, along with different arguments, which I'm going to explain each one of them using different examples. The idea behind merging two data frames is that we have two data frames. Each one of them has one column, which we call them as key column, and it is common in both data frame, and we use that key column to concatenate two data frames, and the resulting data frame will have a column with key, and the rest of the columns are all columns from both data frames. One-to-one join is one of the simplest join in Python. It happens when the elements of the key column of both data frame are unique and there is no duplicated data in that columns. Here we define these two data frame, and in the first data frame we have two columns, employee and group, and in the second data frame also we have employee and hire date. When we merge these two data frames, Python recognizes employee column as a key column and join these two data frames automatically using employee as key column. When we merge these two data frames, we get the following result, and the employee is the same for both data frame, and we have two columns, one from each of the original data frames. The many-to-one join occurs when one of the two main columns has duplicate data. As an example, here I define a data frame which has two columns, group and supervisor, and I'm going to merge this data frame with one of the data frame that we already have, and we use group column as a key. When we merge them, then we get this result. And here we see that in the key column, we have one accounting for both data frame, and in the result data frame we have one. But we have two engineering in the first data frame and one engineering in the second data frame. In the resulting data frame, as a merge of these two data frames, we get two rows. A many-to-many merge occurs when the key column in both data frames has duplicate value. As an example, here I define a new data frame where it has two columns, group and skills, and I'm going to merge this data frame with the first data frame that we have. And because the group column is common in both data frames, the merge will be based on this column, and we see that the engineering is duplicated in the first data frame as well as in the second data frame, so the merge would be many-to-many joins. And when we run the merge method on these two data frames, we get this result. Or we can see it in here. Because there are two engineering rows in the first data frame, and there are two engineering rows in the second data frame. As a result of merging these two data frames, we get a data frame where there are 4 rows of engineering. The merge method has different arguments. One of them is on, where by default is none. And if we don't define this one, Python interpreter finds the 2 columns which is common in both data frame and merge the data frame based on those common columns. However, if we define that, then merge method will be executed based on that specific column. And here is the result, which is the same as the one that we have. Another arguments of data frame are left on and right on, and that can be used when 2 data frames have different column name. As an example, here we have 2 data frames. The first one has employee, but the second one has the name. So the name of the key column are different, and when we want to merge them, we have to specify which column should be used for the merge for both data frame. The left on is for the first data frame, and the right on is for the second data frame. There are different types of join in merging 2 data frames. One of them is called inner join, where it returns all the rows where it is common in both data frames. We also have outer join or full outer join, which returns all the rows from both data frames. We have left join, which returns all the rows from the left data frame, as well as those rows from the right data frame where matches the rows of left data frame. The same for the right join, where it returns all rows from the right data frame and those rows from the left data frame where it matches the rows of data frame on the right. The type of join in merge can be specified using how argument, which by default is inner. As an example, here we have 2 data frames. The first data frame has 2 columns, name and food, and the second data frame has 2 columns, name and drink. And when we merge them without specifying how argument, the result is inner join. And as we can see, we get only 1 row because the row with Mary is common in both of the data frame, and there is no missing value. The result is the same when we specify how equal inner. However, in the outer, it returns back every row from both data frame and put NaN, not a number value, in place of missing values when a row appears in one data frame but not in another data frame. And as you can see, for example, for the first row, we see that Peter exists in the first data frame with a specific food, but it does not appear in the second data frame, and the drink value is NaN. Or Mary appears in both data frame. We have values for both food and drink, while Joseph it appears in the second data frame. So we have value for the drink column. We don't have value for the food column. And left join also returns all rows from the left data frame, but only rows from the right data frame that matches with the left data frame, and fill in A values for missing values. As we can see here, it returns all the rows from the DF6, and there is only one row from DF7, which matches the rows of DF6, and that is Mary, and we have the data for that one. The rest, there is missing value in a drink column. The right join also is the same as left join when the order of these two data frame is swapped. And as we can see, the result is this one. We get all rows from the DF7,